My brother whispered at my wedding rehearsal, "I slept with your fiancée last month. Just thought you should know." I replied, "Everyone needs to hear this." Then I grabbed the microphone and made him repeat it in front of 80 guests. When my fiancée went white, her parents started crying, and my dad told my brother, "Pack your bags, you're not welcome in our home anymore." I, 31 male, still can't believe I'm writing this. Sitting in a hotel room that smells like stale coffee and regret, trying to make sense of what just happened to my life. The rehearsal dinner was supposed to be this beautiful thing. My fiancé's parents rented out the country club, spent like $4,000 on the whole event. 80 people showed up, both families, wedding party, close friends, open bar, fancy sit-down dinner, everyone dressed up and happy. My fiancée looked incredible. That kind of glowing happy you see in movies. We'd been together 4 years, living together for the last year and a half. I proposed on a beach in Mexico, and she cried so hard she couldn't even say yes at first, just nodded while mascara ran down her face. We'd picked out furniture together, argued about whether to get a cat, talked about baby names we both liked, normal couple stuff. The whole night I was floating, shaking hands, accepting congratulations, posing for photos. My uncle was telling me some long story about his own wedding when my brother came up. He's younger than me by 3 years. Always been the charmer, the one who could talk his way out of anything. Good-looking, confident, never had trouble with women. Recently, he'd lost his sales job and was crashing at our parents' place. They were being patient about it, but I knew Dad was getting frustrated. He leaned in close, smelled like he'd been hitting the open bar pretty hard. "Hey, need to tell you something." "Yeah? I slept with your fiancée last month when you were in Denver." Everything just stopped, like someone hit pause on my brain. I could hear him breathing next to me, could hear the party continuing around us, but it all felt far away. "What?" He had this weird smile, not quite smug, not quite apologetic, something in between that made my stomach turn. "Just thought you should know before you make a huge mistake tomorrow. She came on to me, man. We were both drunk. It just happened." I'm staring at him, and part of my brain is still trying to process if this is real. Some sick joke maybe. My brother wouldn't. My fiancée wouldn't. This doesn't happen to normal people. "You're messing with me." "Nah. Your bedroom, that gray comforter from Target. She's got that birthmark on her left hip that kinda looks like Florida." And that's when I knew. The birthmark thing. Only someone who'd seen her naked would know about it. We joked about it ourselves, how it really did look like the state. I don't remember making the decision. My body just moved, walked away from him, straight to the stage where the DJ was set up. The wedding coordinator was mid-toast, something about love being patient and kind. I waited for her to finish, then took the microphone right out of its stand. "Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt. Can I get everyone's attention for a second?" The room went quiet, all those faces turning toward me. My fiancée across the room with her bridesmaids, looking confused but smiling like maybe I was about to give some sweet speech. My brother just told me something really interesting, and I think everyone should hear it. "Brother, come up here." I watched his face change. The smile disappeared. He looked like he wanted to disappear into the floor. "Come on, don't be shy. You had something important to tell me about my fiancée. Tell everyone." My dad stood up from his table. "What's going on? Just want to make sure everyone hears this." "Brother, you were saying? About sleeping with my fiancée?" The room exploded. Not all at once, more like a wave. Gasps, confused murmurs getting louder. My fiancée's face went from confused to white. Her mom made this sound, almost like a wounded animal. My brother tried to laugh it off. "Dude, I was joking." "Were you joking about the gray comforter? The birthmark that looks like Florida?" "Which part was the joke?" My fiancée screamed. Not words, just this raw sound. Her maid of honor tried to grab her, but she pushed her away. "Stop. Oh my God, just stop." Everyone turned to look at her. She was crying, makeup already running down her face. "It was a mistake. It was one time. I was drunk and lonely and it just happened." Her mother started sobbing. Not crying, full-body sobs that shook her shoulders. Her dad just stood there frozen, staring at his daughter like he'd never seen her before. My mom had both hands covering her mouth. My dad was already moving toward my brother with this look on his face I'd never seen. Pure rage mixed with disgust. You did what? Dad's voice was shaking. Tell me you didn't just say what I think you said. My brother tried to back away. Dad, Get out. Right now. Pack your stuff and get out of our house. Dad, I said, get out. The whole room was chaos. My fiancée hyperventilating, her bridesmaids around her, half of them shooting me these looks like I was the bad guy. Her dad on his phone, probably calling the venue. Random people crying, whispering, staring. The wedding coordinator looked like she might pass out. Sir, we need to. I handed her back the microphone. Everyone can stay. Food's already paid for. Enjoy dinner. Wedding's obviously canceled. Then I walked out, got in my car, drove to the first hotel I saw and got a room for a week. The text started before I even checked in. Phone buzzing constantly. From her, from her mom, from my mom, from friends, just buzzing and buzzing. I turned it off, ordered a burger from room service, put on some random movie and didn't really watch it. That was 2 days ago. The wedding was supposed to be yesterday. $40,000 event. My parents put in 15 grand, all gone. Non-refundable. I should feel something, right? Destroyed, angry something. But mostly I just feel numb, like I'm watching this happen to someone else. She's called from different numbers, left voicemails I haven't listened to. Her best friend somehow found out where I'm staying and pounded on my door this morning. Kept saying she needs to explain through the door. I didn't open it. My dad called earlier. First thing he said was, "Your brother's gone," told him he's dead to us. He was crying. I've never heard my dad cry. Everyone keeps telling me I humiliated her. Made a scene, should have handled it privately, like an adult. But why? She humiliated herself. He humiliated himself. I just made sure everyone knew the truth before I legally tied myself to someone who'd screw my brother in my bed. The money's gone. 4 years of my life. Gone. My brother's gone. But somehow I'm okay with all of it. Better to know now than after. Update 1. So it's been about a week, and the entitlement levels are actually insane. My ex-fiancée has apparently decided she's the victim here. Her mom's been calling my mom every day, full breakdown mode, saying I destroyed her daughter's life and publicly humiliated her for no reason. No reason. Like I made up the cheating part. The texts from my ex started apologetic. Really apologetic. Paragraphs about how sorry she was, how it meant nothing, how she loves me. Then when I didn't respond, they got different. You had no right to do that to me. What I did was wrong, but what you did was worse. Everyone thinks I'm a horrible person now thanks to you. My parents spent $25,000 on that wedding. Yeah, I forced her to sleep with my brother. Totally my fault. Her dad actually drove to my parents' house, showed up unannounced, pounding on the door. My mom called me freaking out. Apparently he was yelling about how I need to pay back their portion of the wedding costs since I canceled it unnecessarily. My dad met him outside, told him to leave or he's calling the cops. Said his daughter made her choices, and now she gets to deal with it. But here's the best part. My brother sent me this text. I know I messed up, but you didn't have to destroy my entire life. Dad won't talk to me. Mom cries when she sees me. Cousins kicking me out. This is extreme, don't you think? Extreme. He thinks my reaction was extreme. I replied, "You slept with my fiancée, then told me at my rehearsal dinner. What did you think would happen?" He called me immature, said he was drunk and didn't mean to actually say it out loud. Like the saying it out loud was the problem, not the doing it. Then my ex's best friend posted on social media. Didn't name me, but everyone knows. Real men handle relationship problems in private. Public humiliation isn't strength, it's cruelty. The comments were split. Half agreeing, half pointing out that maybe don't cheat if you don't want public consequences. My cousin replied, "Maybe don't sleep with your fiancé's brother if you don't want people to know about it." I'm not engaging. Not getting into social media wars. But it felt good seeing people defend me. Then her younger sister showed up at my hotel. She's always been sweet, seemed genuinely sorry about everything, handed me an envelope and left. 6-page letter from my ex. Handwritten, started apologetic. I know I betrayed you in the worst way. What I did was unforgivable. I was drunk and lonely, and your brother was there. Then shifted. But you didn't have to destroy me in front of everyone. You could have pulled me aside. We could have talked. Instead, you made sure everyone I love knows what I did. My parents can't look at me. My friends are divided. Someone sent the story to my work and they fired me for not being aligned with company values. She got fired. Someone from the rehearsal must have known someone at her company. She worked at a tech startup, big on their public image. The letter went on about therapy, panic attacks, how she ended up in the ER because she couldn't breathe. Her mom had to take her. Then the end. I'm not asking you to take me back, but please tell people it was mutual, that we realized we weren't compatible. You have the power to fix this. She wants me to lie, protect her reputation after everything. I texted her sister back, got the letter, answer is no. My mom called that night. Someone showed her the social media post. She was upset, saying maybe I should just tell people we mutually ended things. Why would I lie for her? Because it would be kind, because this is hurting everyone. She hurt everyone, not me. Silence, then crying. Your brother wants to talk to you, he's really struggling. Good. He's still your brother. No, he's not. She kept crying but eventually hung up. Here's what's messing with me. I don't feel guilty. Everyone keeps acting like I should feel bad about the public call-out. Like I went too far. But I don't. If I'd pulled her aside privately, she would have cried and apologized and maybe convinced me it was a one-time mistake. Maybe I would have tried to forgive her because we'd already planned everything. Because her parents spent money. Because of sunk cost. And then what? Marry her anyway? Spend my life wondering? See my brother at Christmas? No. The public thing wasn't revenge. It was making sure I couldn't be talked into staying. Making sure everyone knew the truth. So she couldn't spin some story later. Yeah, there are consequences for her. She lost her job, her reputation's trashed, her family's a mess. But those are natural consequences, not something I did to her. Been meeting with a lawyer about the apartment. We're both on the lease, signed it a few months back. She hasn't been there since the rehearsal. Staying with her parents. Her dad wants me to break the lease and eat the penalty so she can take it over. Lawyer says I have zero obligation. We're both on it, we both pay. If she wants out, she can break it herself. Honestly, might just stay. Nice place. I picked most of the furniture anyway. Going back to work tomorrow. Not looking forward to the looks and whispers. But whatever. Life keeps moving. Found out through a mutual friend that my brother's telling people we barely did anything, just kissed. Minimizing it. Rewriting what happened. Same friend said my ex told her bridesmaids I've always been jealous of my brother and used this as an excuse to cut him out. Gaslighting continues, even after it's over. But I'm sleeping fine. Eating fine. Actually feeling better than I have in weeks. Turns out when you stop carrying other people's guilt, life gets lighter. Update 2. Okay, so things have officially gone off the rails. My brother showed up at my apartment last week. I was home, heard knocking, checked the peephole. Him. Didn't open it. He knocked for like 5 minutes straight, then started talking through the door. I know you're there. Your car's downstairs. Just let me in. I stayed quiet. This is ridiculous. We're brothers. You're really throwing away our whole relationship over a girl? Over a girl. Like my fiancée was some random hookup. Dad won't talk to me. Mom cries every time she sees me. Cousin's kicking me out because his girlfriend thinks I'm a bad influence. I have nowhere to go. You've got a 2-bedroom place. Let me stay a few weeks while I figure things out. I couldn't believe it. He wanted to move in. After everything. I said I'm sorry. What more do you want? You already made me look terrible in front of everyone. You got your revenge. Can we move on? I opened the door. He looked relieved for half a second. You want to move in with me? Just temporarily. You slept with my fiancée in my bed, then announced it at my rehearsal dinner. And now you want a place to stay? Where else am I supposed to go? Literally anywhere that isn't here. So you're just abandoning your own brother? You abandoned me when you decided screwing my girl was worth it. We're done. Don't come back. I closed the door. He started banging on it, yelling. Neighbors came out. Building security showed up. They escorted him out. I filed a no trespass thing with the office. He's banned from the building now. Then my ex's mom somehow got my work email. Sent this long message about forgiveness and family and Christian values were not even religious, and how her daughter's suffering. Said she's lost 15 pounds, can't sleep, cries all the time. Ended with, please release a statement saying this was mutual. She's applying for jobs and your story follows her everywhere. Forwarded it to my lawyer. She said, document everything, don't respond. But here's where it gets truly nuts. My ex's dad called my dad, suggesting they split the lost deposits 50-50, instead of each family taking their own hit. Said it was only fair since both kids contributed to the situation. My dad laughed at him. Actually laughed. My son contributed by finding out he was being cheated on? That's his contribution? Apparently my ex's dad said I humiliated their daughter unnecessarily and should have called off the wedding quietly. My dad told him if he calls again, he's getting a restraining order. Found out through the sister, who's been surprisingly cool, that my ex is now saying she only slept with my brother because I was emotionally distant, and she felt neglected. Rewriting history. I was working extra because I was saving for our honeymoon. 2-week trip to Italy she'd been planning for months. But sure, I'm the villain. Her sister said, just so you know, I think you did the right thing. She never takes responsibility for anything. That helped more than I expected. Yesterday got a call from an unknown number. Answered because I'm waiting on some work calls. My ex, using someone else's phone. Please don't hang up. I hung up. She called back. I answered. Stop. 5 minutes, just give me 5 minutes to explain. Nothing to explain. I was lonely, you were always working, it was a mistake. It was a choice. Own it. I do own it. I'm in therapy. I'm on medication. Good. Do it away from me. Everyone thinks I'm horrible because of what you did. No, everyone thinks you're horrible because of what you did. I just told them about it. I've lost everything. My job, my friends, my family barely talks to me. Welcome to consequences. You're being cruel. Someone who loved me wouldn't do this. That one actually got to me. Made me angry for the first time in weeks. Someone who loved me wouldn't have slept with my brother. Lose this number. Blocked it. She hasn't tried again. The apartment thing's in process. She's on the lease but hasn't paid her half this month. Lawyer sent a formal letter, pay or get off the lease officially. She's got till end of month, betting she doesn't pay. She's with her parents, not working. Her dad might cover it to keep control, but we'll see. Work's been okay. Few people asked if I'm alright, gave vague answers. Most people seem uncomfortable bringing it up. My boss said if I need time off, it's there. I'm good though. Staying busy helps. Started using the gym in my building. Helps clear my head. Met some neighbors I'd never talked to, building new routines. Mom's still struggling with the brother situation. Keeps trying to get me to hear him out. Told her I already did. He wanted my couch after destroying my wedding. She cried. Said she feels like she lost both sons. I get it, but I'm not responsible for her grief over his choices. Dad's solid though. Told me he's proud of how I handled everything. Coming from him, that meant something. So that's where we are. My ex is spiraling and blaming me. My brother's homeless and blaming me. Her parents think I'm terrible. Some friends agree, but I'm sleeping fine. Turns out when you stop carrying other people's guilt, you breathe easier. Final update. Wrapping this up because I'm done with this chapter. The lease got resolved. Badly for her. She never paid, never responded to the lawyer. Building said if full rent wasn't paid, they'd start eviction on both of us. I paid the whole thing. Lawyer sent her a bill for her half plus late fees plus legal costs. She'll never pay, but at least it's documented. Her name's still technically on the lease, but she's not fighting it. Hasn't been to the apartment since the rehearsal. Threw out the gray comforter, got new bedding, painted the bedroom, made it feel different. My ex's parents made one last attempt. Showed up at my parents' house unannounced. Big mistake. Mom answered. From what she told me, my ex's mom started crying immediately, saying their daughter needs closure. Dad was more aggressive, said I owed them an apology for humiliating their family. My dad came to the door. You have 1 minute to leave before I call the cops. My ex's dad started in. Your son ruined our daughter over one mistake. Your daughter made the mistake. My son made sure everyone knew so she couldn't trap him in a marriage built on lies. Get off my property. They left. Haven't heard from them since. My brother tried twice more, once through our aunt asking if we could meet for coffee. Told her there's nothing to discuss. She dropped it. Then he sent a long email about therapy, and his therapist suggesting he write me a letter taking accountability. The letter was mostly excuses about being depressed, feeling like a failure, acting out. Last part said, I know I can't undo it. But I'm asking for a chance to rebuild. We're brothers. That has to mean something. Didn't respond. Being brothers meant something before. Means nothing now. Here's what still gets me. Neither of them understand that the betrayal was the end. They think the public exposure was the problem. That if I'd done it quietly, we could have moved past it. But making it public wasn't punishment. It was prevention. Prevented her from spinning stories. Prevented friends from pressuring me to work it out. Prevented my family from pushing forgiveness. The truth is its own consequence. I just made sure everyone had it. My ex apparently moved to another city. Her sister mentioned she got a job somewhere. Starting over, didn't ask for details. Don't care. My brother moved 3 states away. Doing warehouse work, living in a small apartment. Dad still won't talk to him. Mom sends money sometimes. Dad hates it, but that's their issue. Me, I'm good. Not perfect, not healed, but genuinely okay. Apartment feels like mine. Started dating casually, nothing serious. Coffee dates, seeing what's out there. Went out with someone last week who asked about my last relationship. Gave her the highlights. She said, "You handled that way better than most people would." Made me realize I'm not ashamed anymore. For a while I wondered if I went too far. But I didn't. I told the truth when it mattered. The 15 grand my parents spent is gone. Offered to pay them back. Dad refused. Said it was worth it to keep me from marrying the wrong person. Took a weekend trip to the coast alone. Just drove, stayed somewhere cheap, walked on the beach. First time I felt actually peaceful. Realized something. I don't hate her. Don't hate my brother either. Just indifferent. They made choices that showed who they really are. I responded by protecting myself. Some people think grabbing the mic was brutal, that I should have been dignified about it. But she didn't give me dignity when she slept with my brother in my bed. Didn't give me truth when she kissed me the next morning. Didn't give me respect while picking wedding flowers with that secret. I gave her exactly what she gave me. A public moment where everything changed. Difference is mine was honest. Best revenge is living well. Working on that. New routines, new goals. Actually using my gym membership. Started learning guitar. Always wanted to, never made time. My parents are doing okay. Mom stopped pushing reconciliation. Dad and I are closer. We got lunch last week and he apologized for not seeing what my brother was becoming. Told him he didn't fail me. My brother failed himself. Final thought. You don't owe protection to people who betray you. You don't owe silence to people who lie. You don't owe forgiveness to people who are only sorry they got caught. You owe yourself truth and self-respect. I grabbed that microphone because they thought I'd stay quiet. Because they underestimated me. They were wrong. Life's too short to carry other people's guilt. Thanks for following this. Hope someone learned something from it. I definitely did.